Hello and welcome to TechStream. In this video, we are going to talk about another solid principle which stands for I in the acronym. It's Interface Segregation Principle. Let's get started. SOLID stands for Single Responsibility Principle, Open Closed Principle, Lisco Substitution Principle, Interface Segregation Principle, Dependency Inversion Principle. These principles establish practices that lend to developing software with considerations for maintaining and extending as the project grows. Adopting these practices can also contribute to avoiding code smells, refactoring code, and agile or adaptive software development. The interface segregation principle was defined by Robert C. Martin while consulting for Xerox to help them build the software for their new printer system. He defined it as clients should not be forced to depend upon interfaces that they don't use. Similar to the single responsibility principle, the goal of the interface segregation principle is to reduce the side effects and frequency of required changes by splitting the software into multiple independent pods. First, no class should be forced to implement any methods of an interface they don't use. Means if you have an interface and 6 methods to implement, you should override all of these methods in an interface, else error message will be shown. In second point, instead of creating a large or fatty interfaces, create a multiple smaller interfaces to overcome the error. Okay, let's see problem. We get an example iPrinter task as interface. Here, we imagine that we have one HP laser jet printer and liquid inkjet printer. HP laser jet printer can able to print, scan, fax and print duplex. But liquid inkjet printer able to do only print and scan. Fax and duplex are not possible here. In the first circle, we implement an interface iPrinter task. Here, we able to implement all of these methods. Here, no problem at all. But in second circle, we have only possible to implement print and scan. But we override the methods fax and duplex and throws an exception whether we forcing a class to provide the body of an interface method means violating the interface segregation principle. Okay, what's the solution? Any guesses? We have to segregate the methods in separate interface like this example. Splitting a big interface into smaller ones is the main concept of interface and segregation principle like this example. Here, HP laser jet printer implement more than one interface. We are not supposed to implement more than one class, but we are able to implement multiple interfaces. I hope you all understand. Thank you for your comprehension.